This world is not as happy of a place as we may all think. Today, I'm here to tell you about 10 of the most haunted places in this world. At number 10, we have the Beechworth Lunatic Asylum located in Australia. This asylum, originally known as Mayday Lunatic Asylum, is located in Victoria, Australia, and has been known to have many cases of torture and abuse to its patients. At its highest capacity, it once held 1,200 patients, and over its 130-year history, 9,000 patients have died there. There have been many encounters of ghosts and paranormal activity at this asylum, and many believe that the souls of the deceased still inhabit this location today. At number 9, we have a Princess Theatre, also in Australia. In 1888, a baritone singer by the name of Frederick Baker, also known as Frederici, died on stage during a performance when a trap door opened underneath him and he fell beneath the stage, instantly dying of a heart attack. For many years, the theater would always leave an open seat for him at every performance, and it is thought that to this day, his ghost roams the theater halls. If you're not scared yet, let's head over to India. There, you'll find the Bangar Fort in the Alwar district of Rajasthan. The Bangar Fort was built in 1573 and remains today a ruin of temples, palaces, and living units. According to legend, the fort was cursed by a wizard who lived in the town and happened to fall in love with the Princess of Bangar. He decided he would win her over with a bowl of magic potion. However, it did not end up working for him, and she figured out what he was up to. She threw the bowl against a boulder. That boulder went tumbling down, catching the wizard in his path. Before the wizard died, he cursed the town, saying it would become abandoned and be uninhabitable. He was crushed to death by the boulder. Soon after that, the town was invaded and pillaged. Many, almost all, the residents were killed, including the princess. Those who lived abandoned the fort. The wizard's curse remains to this day, and of course, those that were killed continue to haunt that town. The Archaeological Site of India, which manages the fort, forbids anyone from entering that fort after dark. At number 7, we have Japan's very infamous suicide forest, also known as Aokigahara. This forest, found at the base of Mount Fuji, is a very famous suicide spot. Many people wander into there to commit suicide. So many, in fact, that the police have stopped reporting how many bodies they find and just go in annually and do a sweep to collect all the bodies found in there. In 2004, 108 people were reported to commit suicide in this forest. Police have had to leave signs around the forest, encouraging suicidal people to turn around, telling them that their lives are important. People claim that this forest is very haunted by everybody that has taken their life in there, but other sources point towards an old legend. During a famine in Japan, many families were left to starve in this forest, and it's known that their souls still haunt it to this day. At number 6, we have the Yulias Castle in Romania. The Yulias Castle was made by Bogdan Patriciu in Campina, Romania. Bogdan made this castle in memory of his 19-year-old daughter, Yulia, and dedicated his entire life to remembering her. He dedicated one of the rooms in the castle solely to his spiritual activities. Yulia still haunts this castle, reportedly wearing a white dress and holding daisies. At night, she can still be heard playing the piano in the halls. At number 5, we have the Hellfire Club on Montpelier Hill in Ireland. This lodge was built in the 1700s as a hunting lodge, but has now turned into a place for Dublin elites to gather for satanic worship. It is known that many animal sacrifices, masses, satanic summoning rituals, and murder goes on in this hunting lodge, and it is very strongly connected to paranormal activities. At number 4, we have the Manila Film Center in Philippines. This one doesn't look like your typical haunted castle, but its story is sad and terrifying. The Manila Film Center is reportedly haunted by the souls of those who died during a tragic incident at the site. At 3 a.m. on November 17, 1981, scaffolding at the film center collapsed, burying about 169 workers in quick-drying cement. No rescue teams were allowed on the site for 9 hours. There is no report on exactly how many people died, but it is believed that some bodies remain entombed in the structure to this very day. At number 3, we have a haunted castle in Denmark, the Dragsholm Slot, otherwise known as the Dragsholm Castle. This castle was originally built in 1215, but in the 16th and 17th centuries it was redesigned to house prisoners of higher and noble ranks. This castle is believed to house at least 3 ghosts, a grey lady, a white lady, and one of its prisoners, James Hepburn.
The second last place we will take you to today is Rayleigh Hall in the United Kingdom. The UK is known to have numerous haunted places, the most famous of being the Tower of London. However, today we're going to take you to a different location known as Rayleigh Hall. Rayleigh Hall is haunted by a lady known as the Brown Lady. She is named so due to the brown brocade dress she appears in. The Brown Lady is thought to be the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole, sister of the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, Robert Walpole. She allegedly had an affair with a lord known as Lord Wharton. Her husband discovered this and locked her up in the castle. He left her there and she tragically died, forever haunting the castle. The Brown Lady has often been spotted at the castle, first in 1825 when guests retired to their bedrooms after a Christmas party. It might have been a smudge on the lens or a double exposure, but many believe they have felt the presence of the Brown Lady at Rayleigh Hall.
And for our final location today, we have a castle in France known as the Château de Chateaubriand. This castle was originally built in the 11th century, but our story takes place in the 16th century with a man, Jean de Lavaux, and his wife, Françoise de Foix. Jean de Lavaux was invited by the king at the time, King Francis I, to join him in his court, and his wife also joined. His wife, however, became the king's mistress, and when de Lavaux found out about this, it's thought that he locked her in a room until he could poison her. She died on October 16, 1537. Now, it is thought that on October 16th every year, she wanders the halls of the chateau.
Thank you for watching, and remember, not every place is as normal as it seems.
So remember, next time before you go exploring on your own, do your research.